On for Nashville. At the guard, 5'9" senior wearing number 0, Emma Chambers. On the center position at 5'10" senior wearing number 15, Sophia Macaulay. At guard, at 5'8" senior number 23, Bennett. Starting at guard, a 5'11" senior, number 24, Stratner. And the forward, a 6' junior, number 44, Ava Mathieu. After Scrapper, coach head coach Paul Dean, and assisted by Coach Megan Stricker. Let's tip it off and play.
Okay. Welcome to Scrapperette and Scrapper basketball here at Scrapper Arena tonight, a 7-4A contest. I'm Bunch Nichols, and I'm being joined tonight by the head Scrapper himself, Coach Brad Cheshire. Coach, welcome to the broadcast.
Thanks for having me.
Well, Coach, we're underway here as DeQueen is going to draw first blood as they'll lead it 2-0. And Nashville with their first offensive possession of the night. There's Scribner underneath to Macaulay, wide open for 2 points.
Really good pass, good look by Karsten down inside the lane.
So you can see the Nashville pressure that Coach Paul Deem employs every time you go out, and that's a turnover against the Lepers. Nashville will have it coming back the other way. Scribner will have it. She'll cross the timeline and work it up the left side to Lyris Bennett. Bennett will rotate, little 15-foot jumper. Good by Bennett. And Coach, I tell you, she's getting better every game, working her way back from that injury, and almost a intercepted pass there by Emma Chambers.
Yeah, and Lyris is just fun to watch, and like you said, she continues to grow every single game, every week, and very productive basketball player.
So the Leopards will get it in. They'll get it across. Now Chambers will take it away, but it bounces on the out-of-bounds line. It will belong to the Lady Leopards there in front of that Scrapperette bench. And you can just see, boy, they really anticipate those passing lanes, Coach.
Absolutely. This defense is impressive. Good shot.
Nice three that time by the Lepers, Landry Ligon. Boy, I tell you, she's got 5 here on the night.
She had a good look.
She's got all the points for the Lepers. There's a corner shot by Bennett on the way. Won't go. Rebound, Chambers. Chambers has it. Now she'll have the ball jerked away. They say jump ball. Possession area pointing to DeQueen. So, hey, you better get ready to, it looks like they're going to let them play and mix it up tonight.
Yeah, I think so. And one thing I was saying a little earlier is this defense, what Coach Dean's able to do with these girls and get them to play the defense that they do is impressive. Just how hard they play, how quick they move their feet, constantly moving, that press that they have. Best defense in 4A football, basketball, just like that forces turnovers down the court.
I'll tell you, they really have, and it really pays off, as he says, those defensive technique that he uses out there pays off for the offense. There's Macaulay, and boy, just right on the 3-point line for 2 points. That's good to see Macaulay step outside and hit that shot.
Yep, another wide open, good look.
And there they go. There it is. There's your defense. Boy, they get in that corner, and it's just like we just capture them. Up ahead to Bennett, off the glass, good for Lyris Bennett.
What that is max effort by the Scrapperette defense, and it's hard to move the football on effort.
So the Leopards with it. They'll try to break that press, and they'll throw over the top. They'll get it into the front court to Morphew. Now to the left corner. Shot put up by the Leopards will not go. And it'll be knocked out of bounds, and they say it belongs to the team in the orange and black. That's your Nashville High School Scrapperettes. Well, Coach, I know football season's been over with for a while. We're into the off-season program. How's that going?
It's going well. Just trying to get our kids built and strong. Really, through your months of January through March is a big strength training period, and so been really good. Good numbers in the off-season. They continue to work hard.
There's Emma Chambers. She'll step inside the paint, throw it up over the rim for 2 points. And I'll tell you, Coach, she's coming in here from DeQueen. I really like the way that young lady plays basketball.
Selfless basketball player, shoots the ball very well, really fits this basketball team.
So Nashville up 10-5. Leopards with it. They'll work it around the perimeter. 20 to shoot on the shot clock. Now there's another steal by the Scrapperette defense. They'll get it to Scribner. Now a foul will be called on Morphew. That'll be her first.
If there's one word to describe the Scrapperette defense, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming to opponents just because they can't move the ball, forces turnovers. I love watching Paul Dean's defense.
There's Chambers way outside, top of the key. Shot put up, rolls around, falls through the nylon for 3. Had the touch and looked like had a little butter on that roll, Coach. Back comes Morphew and the Leopards. They'll kick it to Pickings on the left side. She's just a sophomore, going to be a good one for the Leopards. Shot on the way right side, won't go for DeQueen. Run down on the long rebound. They'll shoot it again from deep, and that's Ligon. Won't go. Rebound underneath by Chambers. Up ahead it goes to Basilier. She'll work it right side. Pulls up from 3. Lets it go. Bang. Boom. And there it goes. So Nashville's got the inside and outside working. Coach Brett Burgess says, give me a timeout. 4:22 to play in the opening period. Nashville up 16-5. We'll be right back on KMTV 99.5 and Scrap Media through the YouTube network. Scrapper Arena, a little 7-4A basketball as Nashville plays DeQueen for the second time as we play in the double round robin. Nashville on top 16-5. And Coach, again, you see that pressure defense making those Leopards work all the way up that court. There's a miss by the Leopards, rebound by Chambers. And to the front court, Emma Chambers will kick it left side. Scribner open from 3. Shot won't go as McCauley runs it down, and it says she barely steps on that end line.
You know, another thing that you notice with us defensively, and not taking anything away from us offensively, I just love watching our defense, but it forces our opponents offensively to make a decision quickly.
That's correct.
Which leads to failure more times than not for our opponents.
And there it is again as Pickens got it into the paint that time, Coach, and she tried to make that patch, and Nashville's defense just is there to knock it away. It goes off one of the Lady Leopards. Nashville will have the basketball. So Scribner across the timeline. She'll work it left side over to Chambers. Chambers now will move to the top of the key. Pulls back, shoots the 3. Won't go. Pickens with a rebound. Nashville's going to put pressure on her in that backcourt. As the Leopards will break the timeline with Morphew, they'll kick it left side. Ligon with a shot from the left side. Won't go. Pickens with a rebound. She'll go up strong with it. And one as she'll score the 2-point bucket. So Heavenly Pickens with the 2 points for the Lady Leopards. That'll send her to the line for a chance for the old-fashioned 3. Coach, I knew this young lady was going to be pretty good when I watched her in the district tournament last year.
No doubt about it. Very, very talented, athletic kid.
So she'll roll it around and let it drop through the nylon. Now 16-8 Nashville leads. Scribner with it over to Chambers, down low to McCauley. McCauley now looks for a cutter. There's Basilier in the paint. 2 points good.
Good ball movement. Here comes that defense, that swarming Scrapperette defense.
They'll get it across the timeline. Morphew.
And it leads to a mistake every single time. I'm going to say that if we get into the analytics of it, and they called a foul, I believe there.
They did.
But I bet I'd like to see the percentages of the mistakes made by our opponents offensively, just from that defense.
There's the inbound pass to Ligon way outside. She'll shoot the three as Nashville had the rebound for a second. It goes off of the hands of McCauley, and the Leopards will have it underneath their own bucket.
Ligon is going to shoot the basketball.
She ain't afraid to put it up from anywhere.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
She's got it now. Top key bounces it to Pickens. She'll shoot the tray from the left side. Won't go. Rebound underneath. Angel Watson. Up ahead it goes to Basilier across the timeline. Scrapper at offense pushes over to Chambers. Wide open from three. She'll let it go. Won't go down. There's a great rebound on the backside by Watson. Again, back to Chambers. Down low to McCauley. Looks again for that cutter. Now she'll step back and shoot it. Good 2-point bucket for McCauley. McCauley was 6 points tonight here in the first. Scrapperettes lead it 20-8. 2:33 to play in the first. There it is, Coach. You called it. Another turnover forced by that defense.
The overwhelming swarm of the Scrapperette defense.
I like that, man. That's a pretty good saying right there, Coach Cheshire. So here we go. Basilier to inbound to Chambers. She has it at the top of the key. She's looking, gives it back to Basilier on this right wing. Basilier working her way into paint, turns around, shoots it so smooth for 2 points.
Hey, Ava is so good at just making something out of nothing. When you watch her play, it's impressive how the ball goes in when you don't think it's there.
That's correct. That's correct. Lucy Hagler in the game now. There's Basilier. Three on the way. Won't go. Rebound, Leopards. Ligon with it. That's Landry Ligon with the basketball. They're waiting on her at midcourt. She'll get it across the timeline. Gets the ball over to Briggins. Shot put up, won't go. And there's the pressure again as the Leopards trying to find some help, and they'll get bailed out with a whistle and a foul. Who do they get? That'll go against Watson. That'll be her first. So Chambers will take a little break, get a drink of water. In comes Lyris Bennett, and the Leopards just throw it away, Coach.
What a pass.
They throw that one up into the first roll over there on that visitor side. So Hagler will inbound the basketball. Thought we had it on the side. They said, no, you got to go back where it was thrown in at. So full court, and the Leopards now are going to put a little pressure on the Scrapperettes. Looks like they're trying to run a box and one on Scribner, Coach.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's going to be a triangle and two. How about that? You didn't know Bunch Nichols knew that. They're playing man-to-man on Scribner and Basilier to try to stop those two. So here we go. Bennett with it. Gets down low to Hagler, kicks it out to Scribner. Scribner now being guarded closely as she'll give it back to Lucy Hagler over to Lyris Bennett. Bennett top of key, gets it up to Watson. She's open from three. Shot on the way. Bounces around, gets and hits the support system, and the ball will go over. Nashville with a 22-8 lead with 1:23 to play. Here comes the pressure at them with full court.
Overwhelming.
So here we go. That's going to be Lindley Ligon with it. They'll throw it away again as Hagler runs down the loose ball. Basilier brings it up across the timeline. And now we're going to have another whistle and a foul. Or now we're going to have a substitute, excuse me.
What?
I don't know how we did that.
What did we call there? No, we called something. Did she
I guess it did.
Did she
had to maybe palm the ball. There was a turnover. I didn't see it. So it goes to the Leopards. Nashville has not had a lot of turnovers tonight or on the year. There's a steal again by Lyris Bennett. Boy, you just see her get down on the floor and just take that ball away. Gives it up to Carson Scribner. Scribner in the paint. She'll lay it up with one hand. It goes down. Boy, that's just tough physical basketball, Coach Cheshire.
Get big, probably many opportunities to call a foul there. They let them play. Finishes with a two.
And almost taking it away again by Basilier. They'll get it to the corner, shoot the three. It won't go. Rebound, Bennett. Bennett pushes it into the front court. Looking down court all the time. Gives it up to Watson. Watson inside the paint. Little right-hand floater. Off the glass. Good
shot.
30 seconds to go. Nashville with a commanding 26-8 lead. And you see the pressure. Coach Cheshire calls it. There it is. Taken away by Basilier. Up ahead, Nashville on the run. Gives it to Scribner. Three on the way, right wing. Won't go. Run down by McCauley. Goes to the Leopards. Leopards have it with 12.5. And almost a takeaway again by Bennett. DeQueen with it on that right side. They'll get it to Ligon. She'll launch it. And it will not go as time will run out. The Nashville Scrapperettes will take a 26 8. First period lead here in this 7-4-8 contest. We'll take a break, and we'll be back shortly for Scrapper Red basketball. The second period here, and Coach Cheshire would come right out, give it to Bennett in the corner. She drills a 3.
Good look, good pass, good offense right there by the Scrapperettes. Turnover by Karsten Scribner here coming down the court.
She'll give it up to Chambers across. It goes to Bennett over to Watson in the right corner. 3 on the way. Rose in and out. Nice hustle by Scribner. Loses the handle, and Pickings comes away with it for the DeQueen Lady Leopards. And to the front court goes the sophomore. Looks down the court, now throws it away as Watson's going to be knocked to the floor. And that foul will go against the Leopards. Just great hustle there by Watson.
No doubt. Takes a hard fall, gets up, runs down the court to get set offensively. I love it.
Chambers with it, left side, gives it back to McCauley. She'll launch a 3, it won't go. Rebound, Pickings and the Leopards. Well, that was down in the cylinder and out. And here come the Leopards.
We've had a few like that this game.
Now almost another takeaway forced by that defense. They'll get it to Lindley. Liggins now that Scribner comes away with it. Scribner with the breakout. Lays it up with the left right hand good. And another timeout taken by Coach Brett Burgess. We're going to leave it right here just a minute. Nashville leading 31-8. We just got underway here in the second period. And Coach, boy, I go back and I look at that first period there. Basilier with 7 points. McCauley with 6. Emma Chambers with 5. And then we've come out here in this second period, and we've already run off 5 points. Bennett with a 3, and then the breakaway steal by Scribner. And Nashville's hitting on all cylinders tonight.
What I love about this team, and I think I said it, earlier in reference to one of the kids, but they're a selfless basketball team. I love watching them play. They do a really good job offensively of moving the basketball, getting good shots. But I can tell you one thing about this game, and these DeQueen girls right now just look defeated. Their body language isn't what you're used to seeing. I mean, obviously you're down 31-8, but they just look defeated, and I've seen a little bit of lack of effort at times out of them, but it has a lot to do with the effort from the Scrapperettes.
Well, the thing about it, the thing that you like about Nashville is you're going to get this effort no matter who they're playing. And there's another steal in that passing lane. Basilier off the glass right side with another 2-point bucket. And you see the pressure again, Coach. DeQueen just having a hard time getting it across the timeline. They'll finally get it to Pickens. She'll get it ahead to Ligon. Now over to the corner. 3 put up from that left corner. Won't go. Rebound underneath by Emma Chambers. Chambers wants to push. She runs across the timeline with it. Up ahead it goes to Watson. It'll be knocked off out of bounds off Pickens. And Nashville will have it underneath their own bucket. You can just see the effort right there. Chambers got it and went to the other end and knew exactly where she was going. There's the inbound pass. We get it to Watson, over to McCauley. McCauley sets a feet, shoots a 3, won't go. Rebound by the Leopards, Morphew, and here come the Leopards.
One of those are going to drop at some point. McCauley's been very close on those 3-pointers.
Now the Leopards try to go inside the paint. They're going to be bumped, as that's going to be Lindley Ligon. That was fouled going down that left side of the lane, and the Leopards will inbound underneath their own basket. Coming back into the game now will be Karsten Scribner, as also Lucy Hagler coming in. So Bennett will take a break, so will McCauley. So Hagler, Scribner, Watson, Chambers, and Basilier on the court for the Scrapperettes. Leopards get it bounded right in front of that Nashville bench, way out front. You see that defense, how far they push them out, Coach. They're way away from the three-point line. They just keep pushing them backwards because they're always attacking. They'll go to the corner, Morphew with it, nowhere to go. Shot clock down to 19. Ligon has to let a long one go, and it's an air ball because they pushed them back so far defensively, Coach Chesser.
Again, overwhelming leads to panic mode, leads to decisions that aren't necessarily the right ones. And you can see that in this game.
Chambers with it, way outside, left side, off the front of the iron, won't go. Hagler with a big rebound. And now we're going to have a whistle and a foul. Well, I'm tell you what, Hagler, the thing I like about Lucy Hagler, she has gotten tougher from the time I watched her as a freshman last year, just a sophomore. But she mixes it up in the paint down there, and she's got some size, Coach.
There's no doubt as a sophomore and the size that she has. She does a really good job in the paint, doesn't get pushed around, physical basketball player.
So Chambers with it out front, gets it back to Watson from the left corner. 3 on the way, won't go. Fight for the rebound. Basilier away with it. Turns around, shoots a little 10-foot jumper, won't go. Hagler right there. Now they're going to get her with the push. But I like the way she mixes it up like you just talked about.
That was a close call there. I question that one, but
you know, Nashville, you can take and put McCauley and Hagler and Basilier, and you got a little height out there with that team.
No doubt.
So back on the Leopards, they get it to the post girl. Pickings with it. Now she'll kick it outside. Back over to Ligon, who has shot a lot of three-pointers tonight. Almost a steal by Emma Chambers. Instead, they'll get her with a push foul.
As of right now, DeQueen Lady Leopards, they have nowhere to put the basketball. I mean, they right now they have no answer offensively.
33-8 our score. 4:55 to play before half. I'm Bunch Nichols along with Brad Cheshire. Jim Pinson back in the studio as we have a warmer Tuesday night to play a little 7-4A conference action. So Basilier with it, top the key. Oh, tries to hit a cutter on the baseline. That was Angel Watson.
Both of them right now, you know, high-fived each other. Baz, little miscommunication there. I mean, it was actually going to be a good look, and Angel just didn't stop. But good idea, just didn't work that time.
And it happens again, Coach. They get in that corner over there right across the timeline, and there comes the double team to throw the basketball away. Again, like
you know what we call that? The overwhelming Scrapperette swarm.
Swarm. It's the new name. We're going to have to get a shirt. Shot put up right side from Hagler. Won't go. Goes back into the hands of Scribner. Puts it back up and in. And that is Carson Scribner.
Ball hit about 3 different hands there and just landed in Carson's lap. And
almost takes it away again. She's so long out there at the front of that defense, Coach Cheshire.
She moves so well. Very hard to do what she does at her position, being the point on both ends of the floor, you know. I mean, she does a tremendous job, very intelligent basketball player.
There she is. She'll give it up to Basilier right side. A little 15-foot jumper, but Basilier won't go. Fight for the rebound. Ligon away with it.
It's a good shot.
So Lindley Ligon to give it up to Morphew right side. They'll cross the timeline over to Lindley Ligon. Leopards work it across. Now there's a 3 from the right wing. No good. Rebound Basilier. Basilier will bring it up for the Nashville offense. They'll set it up. She's at the top of the key, gives it to Chambers. Chambers with it now. Free throw line, kicks it right side to a wide open Hagler. On the way, nothing but net.
That's one thing that Lucy does very well. She can shoot it from pretty much anywhere on the court. You know, with her size, very good in the paint, but if you let her get outside the key, she's not bad either.
No, sir. Leopards attack and miss one underneath. There's a rebound underneath by Hagler. Gives it up to Basilier across the timeline. Here comes the Nashville offense. Basilier kicks it left side. Chambers, she'll pull up from 15. Runner in the lane, won't go. Fight for the rebound. It belongs to DeQueen. She don't miss many like that on that little runner. She's done it a lot this year for the Scrapperettes, has Emma Chambers.
Yeah, she's been fun to watch, and again, very, very productive as a basketball player. Makes a lot of good shots.
Back on the Leopards again, taken away. They're going to get a foul.
They're going to get Scribner.
Well, that was kind of happened like a second or two late. It's a good thing they got Scribner because Emma Chambers was heading the other way with it.
That'll be Scribner's first.
So Leopards will get it inbounded to Pickens. Pickens at the top of the key, gives it back to Ligon. Now they try to go down low to Pickens, and there's Hagler. Hagler comes around.
How in the world is that a foul? That's a turnover.
She went right around Pickens and just took the ball away. Coach Dean's asking the official, said, how in the world? He's asking what you said.
You know what I like about Coach Dean?
What's that?
We're up 38-10, and he's still mad. You know, that's called coaching.
It is. You're the same way on a Friday night.
Yeah, I said it at the banquet Saturday.
You did.
We're up 50-14. I'm mad we gave up 14.
Yes, you are. That ain't nothing but a great coach.
But I don't know about that. But you know, if that's the bad part about coaching, you always notice all the bad things, the little things that don't go well. You know, and
well, you just expect more, and that's the way it should be.
Got Lucy.
Lucy going to drive right side, pulls up, shot on the lane, just shoots over 2 Leopards.
What a shot. Could have easily called a foul there. A lot of contact on Lucy.
Hagler's coming in this second period. She's got 5 points, 40-12. Nashville lead. Morphew with it on that right side. They'll give it up to Pickens, and they'll pick her pocket. Scribner with it across the timeline. She'll push to the middle of the court, and she'll lay it up. They'll foul her and send her to the line. Well, she just split defenders. She was going to get to the rim that time, Coach.
You know, one thing that I like about Karsten is just her ball handling skills and how she's able to weave in and out and make plays. Just fundamentally, it's impressive watching her play. And, you know, you talk about a girl that and not just her, a lot of these girls, what all of our audience out there, what they don't see is these girls, the time that they spend on the court outside of practice, you know, just the extra work they put in, you know, and coming up here getting shots and not just shooting but doing drills. You know, I've seen all these girls do it, and that's what makes them so good.
That's exactly right. A lot of time put in. Morphew a drive, tries to give it left side to Pickens, and that'll be a foul against Ava Basilier. That should be her second. That's been the only Achilles heel of Basilier. She's so aggressive defensively. A lot of times she'll get in foul trouble. That's only her second tonight with 2:02 to go before half. So Pickens at the line. Last time she was there, she was 2 for 2. The sophomore is first on the way. Good by Pickens. So Hagler will set. In will come Emma Chambers for the Scrapperettes with 2:02 to play. Going to get some of them out of there. Coach Burgess bringing in Ponce for the Lady Leopards.
I'll say this, a really good crowd here in Scrapper Arena tonight. Obviously not as big and packed as it was at this time last year versus DeQueen, but you look over here on the Nashville side, it's packed, not an empty seat in the house on this side.
Yeah, it's been good crowds for all of our games this year. In and out on a missed 3 of Basilier. There's Bennett to clean it up. Put back won't go. Pickens with the rebound for the Leopards. And, boy, she gets away with a carry there as they try to trap her in that corner. Gets it ahead to Ligon.
Trouble.
Now right side to Morphew. Morphew about 15 feet. Shot on the way. Nice shot by Morphew.
That was a good shot by her.
That's Morphew's first 2 points of the contest. 42-15. 1:25 to go here before halftime. Nashville moves the basketball. There's Chambers at the free throw line. Shot up, won't go. Good job by Watson not going over the back of Pickens. Now the run out by the Leopards. Ligon to the right side. Won't go. Great job that time. Not fouling was Basilier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Back comes Scribner. Little hesitation dribble to the right side. Pulls it back. Gives it up to Chambers. Chambers on that left wing. To the corner it goes to Scribner. Back to Chambers. Sets the feet. Lets it go. Won't go. Rebound Pickens and the Leopards. And again, here comes the pressure. They'll get it across the timeline. Ponce with it, needing some help. Now Morphew will shoot it outside. Shot won't go. Rebound Bennett. Bennett to across the line with 42 seconds. She'll pull it back and maybe hold for one. Bennett top the key, kicks it right side to Watson. Watson head fake, pulls up from 15. Shot won't go. Rebound DeQueen. Leopards with it with 29.3 seconds to play in the half. They're going to get it away to Morphew on that right side. She'll work it over to Ponce. Back to Landry Ligon. Back to Lindley Ligon. Boy, I'm getting confused out there. Now Morphew in that right corner. Will give it away to Ligon. Top of the key.
They better get rid of it and shoot it
7
quickly.
seconds. They're trying to work it.
They're about to get in the bind.
Almost a steal by Bennett. There's a attempt at the shot, and there it is. They were too long. So the Nashville Scrapperettes will take a 42-15 lead here at halftime in this 7-4A conference game. The second time in the double round robin as Nashville will take a lead here at half. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back for the Was joined tonight with the head scrapper man himself, Coach Brad Cheshire. Appreciate him getting on the air. JP working the buttons back in the studio. Nashville, Coach, with this 42-15 lead to start this third period. You're going to see Coach Paul Dean keep those starters out there. I mean, that's the thing about Coach Dean. That's why we go play everybody in the world, because he wants to get plenty of reps, plenty of time for these girls, because we got some plans on getting to that state tournament and making some noise.
Well, it's about getting better. And, he's got to have this opportunity, like you said, to get reps and continue to improve. There were some things during that first half that obviously that he thought they didn't do well, so it gives them an opportunity the second half to come out and fix some of those things.
Well, the Leopards have it first here with 15 to shoot on the shot clock. That Nashville defense just making them work hard to kind of get an open shot. There's a shot put up partially blocked by Chambers. Now the putback by Picking, so she'll get the first 2 points of the second half for the Leopards, 42-17. And now the Leopards going to force a turnover as that ball stripped away. As DeQueen comes away with it, they'll get it to the front court. They'll work it to the right side. That's Landry Ligon. Down low they try to go. It's stolen away by Bennett. Good defense there by Lyris Bennett. Back comes Nashville on offense. Chambers is going to give it up to Basilier. Left side three on the way. Too much. Backside rebound by Karsten Scribner. Stripped away. It says it goes off her leg and will belong to the Lady Leopards. And now Coach Dean really not liking something. He and Coach Scribner both up off the bench as he calls a timeout. As we're just underway, we'll leave it right here. Coach Cheshire, everybody's been talking about it. We lost a coach in the Nashville football and baseball part of our program by the name of Todd Leffer. We hate to see the man go, but he's going to be the head coach at Hooks High School, and we want to wish him the best.
Very thankful for Coach Lefford and what he did for our program, and not just football but baseball. And you talk about a guy that was just is a very good coach all around. But very thankful for him. He has a good opportunity to go to Texas and be this head football coach, and so happy for him and his family and wish him well. But we'll go through this. We'll start this process of searching for an offensive coordinator, which we've already been working on for the last few days, and I can promise you we're going to be just fine.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a lot of people already anticipating football season, and that's always a good sign, no matter where you live. But in Nashville, it's a special thing.
Yeah, it is. And, our kids are excited right now because they know, who we have coming back. And we lost a lot of good players, but we have a lot of good ones coming back. And so just got a lot of work to do. It's early, and we got to continue to train in the offseason and get better. I'll tell you, back to this basketball game, DeQueen, I'll say this about Coach Burgess's group. They've come out with a lot of effort in this second half for being down as much as they are. And so you got to give credit.
Well, Carson Scribner went down hard over here on this wall as she gets up very slowly and gingerly.
Yeah, that one right there scared me. I mean, it was hard for me and you to see from where we were, but she took a big hit and went into that wall. Obviously, when that happens, you're thinking, I hope it wasn't head-to-wall contact, but and they're not even going to call any type of foul there.
And Coach Dean's going to call another timeout. He is not happy. He says, he wants to know what's going on. DeQueen's on a little 4-0 run right here, 4 points by Heavenly Pickings. And it's like you said, I think Coach Brent Burgess got into those Leopard girls at halftime. They come out with a whole lot more effort this second half.
Well, I think right now, Coach Dean has a good reason to be aggravated. And not necessarily because of the play, but because of the situations that we face right now and the calls that haven't been made. But we're at a point, right, settle down, get back to doing what we did in the first half, bring that effort again and continue to swarm and continue to make good shots.
So Ligon across the timeline, she'll get it ahead.
There you go.
And now there's the turnover you just talked about. Just makes them bounce it on the sideline, and a turnover gives the ball back to Nashville. 6:03 to play here in the third. 42-19 Nashville leads. Scrapper with it in the front court. They again try to double up Basilier. She'll break the pressure, goes baseline, Now gives it up to Chambers. Chambers with it, kicks it back out to Scribner. Scribner working at the top. The key goes to Basilier on that left wing. Basilier working her way to the basket. And, well, I'll tell you what, she's a handful when you get her down on that baseline and towards the paint.
Physical basketball player in Basilier, and there ain't a whole lot of girls that are going to want to take her on down there. I can tell you that right now.
And there's a shot put up by Basilier from that corner for three. It won't go. Knocked out of bounds as McCauley tried to grab it. So far, down to 5:39, Nashville has not scored here in this third period. So that'll be something that Coach Dean will write down in that book he keeps on that bench over there. Back come the Leopards. Morphew driving in through the paint, and she will be fouled going right through the middle there. They're going to get McCauley with it. So the Leopards could have given up. They've come out and they've taken the fight to us here in this second half.
Got to give a lot of credit to them for just the effort that they come out and played with.
Morphew shot from the right side won't go, and that should be an over-the-back call as they'll get Pickings on the foul going over the top of McCauley. McCauley blocking her out. Good job there to get that rebound. Yeah, I started to say they had it on the board wrong. That goes against Pickings as McCauley will leave. Lucy Hagler will enter the contest. Leopards going to pick us up about midcourt with some pressure here, Coach.
They've done a really good job defensively.
And they'll take the ball away. That's Ligon with the steal. Up ahead, she'll try to go. Nashville's going to get it right back with Lyris Bennett with great hustle. Gives it to Chambers. Up ahead, it goes to Scribner. Scribner down to Lucy Hagler, and we'll throw it away. Just let her a little bit too much down there on that baseline that time.
Just settle down and play. Some of the decisions we've made hadn't been real smart, but that's okay. Learn from it, move on.
So Nashville applying the pressure in that backcourt. They'll get it across to the Leopards. That's Pickings. They'll try to go down low, and Hagler knocks it away into the hands of Bennett. Up to Chambers. Chambers with it. Kicks it to the front court. Basilier drives. Reverses, turns, and shoots, and she will be fouled. Well, I tell you, Basilier, tough inside the paint. She'll go to the free throw line tonight. So far, Basilier has not attempted any. That foul going against the Leopards, Kate Lindsay, for her second. First one on the way by Basilier, no good. Second on the way, she'll nail it. 1 out of 2, 43-19, 4:49 to play here in the third period from Scrapper Arena. Ligon with the basketball.
Trouble.
There's the pressure. Should have been a steal by Basilier. Morphew gets it right back. Gives it to Ligon. They try to go down low. Look how she gets back and hustles. And now she'll bounce it off her leg. And there ain't nobody more frustrated than Ava Basilier on that play.
No, she's not, and almost had the steal, had a hand on it. She was about to drive in transition for an easy layup, but missed that one. Then comes back and forces the turnover there. So you can't question the effort on that play by her, but just lost control at the very end.
Leopards get it to Ligon. Now there's a late whistle, and that will go against Lucy Hagler. Well, I was watching Angel Watson on that inbound play, Coach, as Pickings tried to come get the basketball, and I'm talking about just sealed her all the way away from the basket, and it was not able to get the basketball. There's a shot by Ligon that's good. So Landry Ligon with a made free throw here in this third period. She has 6 points on the night. Second shot on the way, rolls around, won't go. Rebound, Pickings. She'll go up strong with it. Ball rolls around, won't fall, but they'll foul her and send her to the line. Heavenly Pickens has been the high scorer for the Leopards tonight. That foul goes against the Nashville Scrappers, Lucy Hagler. She has 4. First shot on the way by Pickings does not go.
Pickens is going to be a special player and has a bright future for the next 3 years.
Yes, she does.
Very athletic, finds ways to make plays.
Next shot on the way, good by Pickens, 1 out of 2. 43-21, Nashville leads. Scribner will break the pressure in the backcourt. Into the front court it goes Basilier, over to Bennett, right side. And they're going to say that she traveled with the basketball. I kind of thought it was going to be that Euro step. I couldn't really tell, Coach.
Yeah, I did too. I think that's what she had in mind. That was the idea, but I think it was one too many.
So Nashville now going to apply full court pressure to these Leopards. Just a little late is Watson from intercepting that ball. They'll get it to Pickens down low, and now another foul called against the Scrapperettes. So they're drawing quite a few fouls. Seems like we're kind of let us play the first half. This second half, that whistles being more used out there.
And that's 3 on Basilier.
So back to the line goes Heavenly Pickens. Shot on the way, good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Now Morphew will leave the contest. Coming back in will be Lindley Ligon. So Pickens at the line, trying to cut this to a 20-point contest. Shot up, good again by Pickens. Nashville with it. Full court pressure being applied. Scribner, up ahead it goes. Well, Coach Burgess wanting to push off. There's a long 3 launched. Won't go for Scribner. As the Leopards will get it across the timeline. They'll get it over to the right side. That's Briggins. Now that ball is deflected by Watson, but the Leopards get it right back. Long 3 from the left to wing won't go. Leopards get the long rebound. Shot put up inside the paint won't go. Run down by Carson Scribner. Nashville with it. 3:33 to go. 43-23. Nashville lead. Cross court to Chambers. Over to Brasileir. Left side 3. Won't go. Long rebound. DeQueen with the rebound. Landry Ligon will bring it across the timeline. Gives it the right side. As that will be Lindley Ligon. They go to Pickens down on the baseline. Turns around. Shoots the basketball for 2 points. Pickens having a good third quarter. A good game here tonight.
Yes, she is. Very good player.
Bennett with it across the timeline. Gives it up to Basilier. Basilier down low. Watson over to Scribner. 3 on the way left, right side. Won't go. Watson had it. Now it goes into the hands of Lyris Bennett. Bennett kicks it left side. Now over to Basilier. 3 on the way from the corner. Won't go as that ball is bounced around and DeQueen away with it. Nashville so far in the third quarter with just 1 point, Coach.
Yeah, we've gone cold in the third.
Shot put up by the Leopards won't go. They'll kick it back outside.
But
Lindley Ligon down low. It goes to Briggins. Over to Pickens. She'll shoot it. Little 10-foot jumper. Won't go. Fight for the rebound. Chambers away with it.
We got numbers here. 5 on 2.
Pushing to the other end. She attacks the rim on that left side. Off the glass. Good, Emma Chambers.
You know, that's one thing that we tried to hit some longer shots, and just hadn't been able to get them to go in. But I'd like to see us continue to get better at moving the ball and being able to drive to the basket a little bit more this second half. Because we did a really good job of that in the first half.
That's exactly right. But we're going to take a 30-second break. Another timeout call by Coach Paul Dean. He's not happy. Nashville leading 45-25. We'll be right back. Coach Paul Dean not happy over there on that Scrapperette bench along with Coach Megan Scribner. Coach, I was looking in the book. We talked about it during that timeout. Pickings for DeQueen. They have 25 points on the night. She's got 17 of them.
Yeah, she's been the heart and soul for the Lady Leopards tonight, and that's going to be a foul on Chambers.
Well, it just seems like maybe it's Nashville, same officials, but a lot more fouls on these Scrapperettes here in this second half. So Nashville so far with a 45-25 lead, and going to the free throw line for the Leopards will be Lindley Ligon. First shot on the way will not go. Next shot on the way. Good by Ligon. 45-26. Nashville with it. Across the timeline goes Basilier. Kicks it left side to Emma Chambers. Now over to Carson Scribner, top of the key. Cross court will go to Bennett. Saves that one. Now she'll rise up and shoot the basketball. No good. Rebound fought for underneath. We're going to have a jump ball. We should. Possession error pointing to Nashville. Scribner along with Landry Ligon tying that ball up. Nashville's gone cold here in the third period. Scribner off the inbound, back over to Basilier. Basilier drives, 10-foot jumper, won't go, fight for the rebound, and the Leopards come away with it. Scrapperettes having trouble here in this third period, only scoring so far 3 points. Leopards with it. They'll get it to Pickens outside. She's going to shoot the tray, won't go. Rebound backside by Emma Chambers. Chambers with it. Across it goes to Carson Scribner. Right side, pulls up from 3. Shot on the way. Good. Well, we needed that like a hog needs slop. So Scribner with the 3. Back come the Leopards. Morphew with it. Gives it to Pickens. Nice pass down on the baseline. Now she'll whip it back out to Ligon. Shot on the way. Good from the left wing. That time for Lindley Ligon.
That was good ball movement by the Lady Leopards right there.
Yes, it was. Scribner into the paint. Gives it up right side. There's Bennett way outside from 3. She'll put it up. Long rebound run down by Lyris Bennett. Over to Chambers. Over to Scribner. Corner shot for 3. Won't go. And Coach, you called it a while ago. We just kind of stopped driving to the bucket. We're shooting all these threes now.
Maybe that's the game plan. I don't know. Maybe Coach said at halftime, hey, let's go get better with our long shot.
There's Pickens again with 2 points. 47-31, Nashville lead. As Scribner has it, needs to get across the timeline, and she'll try to split defenders. There'll be a foul called on the Lady Leopards. Coach Brett Burgess said, hey, that she pushed off, that it ain't going to change things. That'll go against Lindley Ligon. That'll be her first. So Ponce will come in. They're going to give Pickens a little drink of water. She deserves one, Coach.
There's no doubt. She's played extremely hard and has given Coach Burgess a lot of minutes.
And now there's a steal.
I think they're going to say that when I'm going to say she stepped
Over
out.
back.
I thought maybe she had stepped out. I may be wrong, but
yeah, that was going against DeQueen. They stole the basketball, but she was right there on that half-court line. So Scribner with it off the inbound pass, top the key. She'll drive through 2 defenders, throws it up and in. Does Karsten Scribner at the buzzer.
What a shot by Karsten right there. As I'm watching that, I know the clock's going down. She had to do something, but I'm not sure how that ball went in. But good shot.
Folks, we're going to take a break. We'll go back to the final 8 minutes here after this break. Nashville 49, DeQueen 31. We'll be back. For the final 8 minutes, and there's a turnover to start this fourth period there, forced against the Lady Leopards. Coach, DeQueen, they doubled us up. They outscored us 16-8 back in that third period.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to Coach Burgess and his girls for how hard they played in that third period and just did really well. You know, coming from halftime, I always find it's easier to bounce back when things are going bad. You know, it's always hard to continue to be good when things are good, and that's something that it's a moment for our girls to be able to learn. Obviously, they have faced these situations before, but we got to be able to be consistent and continue to do things at a high level and an elite level, even when we're up by so much.
Well, there's another quick timeout. We're going to leave it here. We just got underway here in the fourth period as Nashville leading 50-31. And, boy, Coach Brett Burgess bailed his own team out right there with a quick timeout as Nashville had Ligon surrounded right here. I call it the coffin corner right across half court. And so Coach Burgess called a quick timeout to get them out of a jam there.
Big shout out to Coach Kaylee Hamilton with those junior high cheerleaders for what they did with those little girls today at the beginning of the basketball game. One of them being mine out there.
There you go.
Watching the little girls cheer, and they enjoyed it. So big shout out to those junior high cheerleaders for loving on those little kids today.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. We like it all here at Nashville. It doesn't make no difference what it is. And our folks come out and support it, so that's what makes Nashville Nashville. Leopards with it. They'll go baseline. Good head fake that time. Now they'll throw the shot up kind of wild. Is Lindsay trying to get inside, and the ball goes out of bounds and belong to the Scrapperettes.
Really good job by Basilier there going straight up. Contact was made. She went straight up. Good defense.
Nashville breaks the timeline. Kenyatta Stewart in the game now. Gives it back to Basilier. Outside for Scribner. Top the key. Three won't go. Too short off front of the iron. Run down by Stewart. Goes down low on the baseline to Watson. Over to Chambers. Left side three on the way. Good.
Bang.
Emma Chambers for the tray. Nashville up 53-31. Back on the Leopards. They'll break the timeline. Pickings back in. Kicks it left side. Now out front the basketball will go to Ligon. Over to Morphew on the right wing. Scrapperette defense moving way outside. Three shot on the way. Won't go for the Leopards. Now the ball is stolen away by Morphew. They'll get it back with a fresh set of digits on that shot clock. Shot on the way left side won't go. And now we're going to have a whistle and a foul on Chambers as her and Morphew mixing it up underneath. So another timeout call by Coach Brent Burgess. We'll take it with him. 6:29 to play in this one. Nashville 53, DeQueen 31. We'll be right back. From DeQueen, doing battle for the second time in this double round robin division of the 7-4A conference. Coach, we're going to have the regional tournament coming up here in a couple weeks right here at Scrap Arena. Can't find a better place to watch a ball game.
No, but I'm excited about that, to bring in some good basketball teams, especially coming from the 8 district, and so be able to see some good basketball, and excited for our community to be able to come out and obviously watch our Scrapperettes and our Scrappers be able to compete in the regional here at home.
So DeQueen will have the basketball coming out of the timeout call by Coach Brent Burgess as Nashville really extending the defense now on these Leopards. Lindley with it, Ligon over to Morphew. Now they'll throw it away. Coach Burgess tried to catch it. He couldn't do it. The ball ended up about the third row over there, Coach.
So overwhelming, Coach Burgess couldn't even handle it.
He tried. Nice try, but anyway, boy, I'll tell you what, that ball had a little giddy up on it.
Go to the bathroom.
Nashville with the basketball. Basilier in the paint, kicks it right side to Watson. Three on the way right side, won't go. Fight for the rebound. Leopards come away with it. Lindley Ligon to bring it up for DeQueen. Gets it ahead to Pickings. Pickings been hot as a pistol here tonight. Shot right side, left side won't go for Ligon. Now she'll drive, tries to give it underneath. Kicks it over to Morphew off the glass. Good. Ellie Morphew with 2 points here in the fourth period. 53-33, Nashville by 20. They'll give the ball up to Scribner, back to Basilier, over to Chamber. Open from three, she'll shoot it there. Won't go, fight for the rebound. Basilier with it, put back good.
Coach, how many times tonight have we had those three-point shots that just roll in and out? I mean, really good looks, good shots, and just not very lucky.
That's right. So back on the Leopards with the basketball. They'll get it to Pickens. Now down low to Morphew, the ball will go. Back to Ligon. Nashville playing a tenacious defense in the paint, and there's going to be a whistle and a foul. They're either going to get Scribner or Basilier on Pickens.
If that's on Baz, that's her fourth.
And that will go against Basilier, so McCauley will come in, but she's going to come get Stewart. So 5:11 to play in this contest, 55-33. The Leopards get it inbounded. Now stolen away by Basilier. That ball now tipped and taken back by the Leopards. Had Scribner on the run out. Now stolen by the Scrapperettes, Emma Chambers. Up ahead now to Scribner on the run out. Right side, attacks the basket. Shot won't fall, but they'll foul her and send her to the free throw line.
You know, and right there on that first turnover, you know, Scribner's running free. I mean, it's an easy layup in transition, but the Lady Leopard just got a fingertip on it and hurt us there. But really good drive right there by Karsten, forcing the foul.
So Scribner's first is good. Second one on the way, it's good. Nashville 57-33. Full court pressure being applied by the Nashville defense. The Leopards trying to get it across the timeline. They'll finally just bounce it off of Emma Chambers' foot. They were in trouble there, Coach.
Yeah. You know what I like to call that?
Swarm.
Overwhelming Scrapperette swarm.
I think you've made that clear tonight, and that's a good term. Morphew right side lets the three go high off the top of the backboard. Pickens there to put it back. Won't go. Basilier clears the board, and here she goes. Across the timeline, Ava Basilier kicks it right side. McCauley over to Chambers. Down low, it goes to Scribner. Works her way inside. Off the glass, good.
Good ball movement by the Scrapperettes. About four passes there. Three passes maybe, but very good ball movement. Looks like a natural Scrapperette offense.
Pickens has her pocket picked from behind by Scribner. Basilier has the basketball. Here comes Nashville on offense. Across the timeline, left side. Scribner for three. Bang. There it is. You heard the man. The tray goes down for Karsten Scribner, having a good fourth quarter.
And right there, I mean, Scribner makes a really good play from behind, forces a turnover. They drive it down court and hits the open three. Another turnover.
Steal by McCauley. Up ahead to Basilier. Over to Scribner on the run out. Off the glass, good.
Overwhelming.
Well, I tell you what, they need a timeout as the Scrapperettes take a 62-33 lead, and Coach Paul Dean's going to sub them out. And the Nashville faithful like it here at Scrapper Arena on a Tuesday night. Well, Coach,
I think what they're discussing here, and I'm not sure if they got something wrong with the score. I think at the time, Coach Dean thought that they were going to be up by 30, and they're not. If my math's correct, they're not.
29.
Time all conference basketball.
Coach Bearden. Is he not the funniest guy? Coach Bearden
there's
is
not
the
but one,
funniest guy.
Brian Bearden.
No. But no, see, they did get the score right, so they were missing two. So that's what Coach Dean was signaling. He was signaling for them to run it. They're up by 30. Run the clock. Mercy rule.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was. Surely it could be one of our coaches down there running the clock. So here we go. 3:37 and counting. Nashville up 64-33. And we have a new five. There's a steal by Stewart. And it ended up into the hands of Carter for the Scrapperettes. Carter with it for Nashville across the timeline. Kicks it right side to Hill. Emma Hill with the basketball, trying to drive through traffic. Runs into a wall. That's Ponce standing there waiting on her.
You know, when Coach Dean, when he subs and wholesales it, and you know, obviously Lucy's out there, she's been playing, Stewart's played a little bit, but when he wholesales it and subs, these five girls are still very, very competitive and can play.
Yes, they can.
And, you know, Emma Hill's a very good basketball player. Kimora Carter with that shot right there.
In and out, boys, down the center. Bertano with the putback, good by Bertano.
But very, very talented girls. that continue to play the game hard and play it the right way and do exactly what they're coached to do.
They're getting better every time they get to go out there, Coach. There's a shot put up by the Leopards, won't go. A fight for the basketball underneath. That's Ponce and Carter. Jump ball, possession area, staying with DeQueen. Now 3 new Scrapperettes coming into the contest. Hagler will leave, Hurtado will leave, and Stewart will leave. Coming in will be Reed along with Perez and Coffee. So Ponce with it outside for DeQueen. They'll get it to the left wing. Shot put up, won't go. Fight for the rebound, goes off the hands of Carter, and the Lady Leopards will keep the basketball. Well, Coach, we're getting down to the end of the year, just a couple of games left in the regular season. And then, like you say, we'll be back there for the regional tournament at Nashville. State tournament is going to be in Morrilton. And that's where we want to end up going to, and then hopefully the Hot Springs.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Morrilton, good location. Not obviously not real close, but not too far. And so it'll be a good opportunity for all of our fans to be able to get there. But first, we've got to make sure that both of our groups are there and so that we can go support them.
That's exactly right.
We still got a lot of work to do, and you want to get into the regional. Obviously, hosting it here is a good thing for both teams when it comes to seeding. Obviously, you got to win that first game in the regional to make the state tournament, but we want to make sure in terms of seeding, we want to be sitting pretty in the state tournament.
There's a long 3 shot by the Leopards. It won't go. The Leopards will get the rebound, and they'll work it around to Ponce at the top of the key. Now they'll go left side, try to go underneath. Ball knocked away. This one's just about over with, Coach.
The clock is running with 35 seconds remaining.
They'll get it out to Ponce at the top of the key. She'll step up to the free throw line. Shot put up, won't go. Leopards get it. The put back up. Good that time by DeQueen. Trying to see that young lady's number. Number 22 for the Leopards. You got it there, Coach. Who is
that's Lakin Young.
There you go. She's in the book. Now back the other way. Shot put up by Nashville goes out of bounds. 12 seconds. This one's all about over with. They'll let 5 new ones come in before they just go ahead and kill it.
You're going to have to get the ball in before they can even get a rep.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. That's going to be your final score. Nashville's going to win this one going away. 66-35. Heck of a comeback. It really wasn't a comeback, but a heck of an effort made by the Leopards in the third period. You got to give them credit there. They didn't go down without a fight.
No, they didn't. Going in at halftime, they had the opportunity just to lay down and really feel sorry for themselves at that point because nothing was going the Lady Leopards' way. And, says a lot about Coach Burgess and probably the respect level that them girls have for him. And so, at halftime, I don't know what was said, but those girls came out with a lot of fire and played extremely hard. And so a lot of credit to them in the third period. But at the end of the day, the Scrapperettes and that overwhelming Scrapperette swarm just takes over.
All right, JP, you heard the man in the morning on the morning show. You got to tell everyone about the overwhelming Scrapper Swarm defense. Scrapperette Swarm defense. So don't forget that one on us now. All right, we're going to take a break, folks, for the next ball game. Boys action coming up here shortly here on KMTV and the live stream by Sprout Media on the YouTube network. We'll be right back.
At forward, a 6'1" junior, number 24, Jalen Stacker. At guard, a 5'10" senior, wearing number 4, Jonte Taylor. And at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 2, Demetrius Shelly.
All right, folks, welcome to the second contest, the boys' game here tonight. Nashville and DeQueen. It goes way back, Coach Cheshire.
Yeah, it does. Good shot there. Who's that? Jalen Staggers?
A little turnaround inside that lane there, right outside the lane.
A very athletic junior that I'm excited to have back, especially on the football field this season.
So the Leopards with it on the offensive end for the first time tonight as they work it around. Nashville plays that matchup zone. They'll go inside the paint to Maturino. Shot put up right side, won't go. Rebound by Staggers. He'll give it up to Bo Bell. Here comes Nashville. Up ahead to Jonte Taylor. He'll have it on the right wing to Cortez Cooper to high post. Shot put up by Taylor. Too hard off the back of the rim. Run down by the Leopards. That's Jake Martin. He'll hand it off to Caden Lindley for DeQueen, and they'll set the offense. They'll work it right side. Maturino steps out there as they're really running a lot of motion. Shot put up from the left wing won't go. Long rebound run down by DeQueen. Now they'll attack left side. Shot put up won't go that time for Shelton. Nashville with the run out to Cortez Cooper, and he'll be fouled. That's the only thing Maturino could do right there, Coach.
Yeah, it was. And, that Maturino kid from DeQueen, very athletic. I can remember him from track meets. One of the best high jumpers in this area. Very athletic kid.
Yeah, he's a 6'4" kid, too. Cooper at the line. First one good by Cortez Cooper. Boy, Cortez had a good game at Camden last Friday night, rolled an ankle and was really was able to come back and play, but early going, he had a real good ball game going. Second one good. He'll make them both, does Cortez Cooper.
One thing I like about Coop is he's pretty consistent, and just plays extremely hard. Love watching Coop play.
So DeQueen will work it around the perimeter as they'll look for somebody cutting through that lane. Nashville covers everything up. They'll get it back outside. That'll be Lindley with the basketball. He kind of run the show offensively when we played at DeQueen the first time. They'll get it to Maturino. He'll drive inside the paint, nowhere to go. Good job defensively by Staggers. Now they'll try to go baseline against Shelley. Little inside leaner won't fall for DeQueen. And they say that it hit the support system and the ball will go to Nashville.
It's good defense there. Good job by Shelley of not committing that foul and going straight up and being really good right there against Jake Martin.
So here we go with Bo Bell, the basketball top key, gives it right side on that wing to Taylor. Taylor with it, kills his dribble, needs some help, back out to Bo Bell. Bell now is going to drive left side, gets it underneath to Staggers, shot off the glass, good, Jalen Staggers.
Get big, Jalen Staggers.
Good job, went up tough that time with the basketball. Nashville off to a 6-0 lead. Leopards with it, they'll work it on that right wing over there. That's going to be Ayers, now they'll move it around. Try to get a cutter in the lane, goes off of Staggers' shoulder. Now Nashville on the run out. Taylor to the other end, off the glass, good. And the Leopards want a timeout, Coach.
Really good job by Jalen. I don't think he knows the what he did there. But helped with that turnover, and good finish by Jonte.
All right, Nashville up 8-0. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be right back. Nashville went over to DeQueen, had a 17-point lead in the third period, and the Leopards came back and had a chance to take the lead in the fourth. So, boy, it's kind of like we talked about in the girls' game. You just cannot get complacent out there.
No, you got to continue to play hard, and that's something I'd like to see our boys continue to get better at. Is finish games, finish drives, be able to. We've had many of those games where we're able to get up and then we allow that team to get back in it, and we still find ways to win. There's a foul.
Yeah, that's Bo Bell. It's going to be knocked to the floor. He'll go to the line for 3 shots, as I think that was Lindley that got him on the arm. Yeah, Caden Lindley with his first foul tonight for DeQueen.
Caden Lindley, the son of head coach Brandon Lindley.
There you go.
Brandon Lindley is a principal over there that's helping with basketball right now. Very knowledgeable when it comes to basketball. His background, I believe, comes from high school basketball coaching in the state of Oklahoma, and seems to do a pretty good job of putting his kids in good positions.
Bo Bell 2 for 2 at the free throw line. That's his first 2 points of the night. One more shot coming for Bell. 5 minutes to play in the first. Bell with a made free throw can make it 11-0 Nashville. Shot on the way won't go. Rebound by the Leopards. Back comes DeQueen with the basketball. Lindley with it. He'll give it up to left side. As they'll work it over there. Now back to Lindley at the top of the key. Long 3 put up from the right wing. Good. And the Leopards are on the board off the tray made by Nolan Ayers. Nashville with it to Bell. He tries to drive. They'll cut him off. Back out to Shelley now to Jonte Taylor in the paint. Little jump stop. Off the glass. Good for Taylor.
Great job, Jonte. Jonte's having an outstanding season, Coach. Just love watching him play. Continues to make plays on both ends of the floor.
So Lindley with it. Kicks it left side to the Leopards' Shelton. Now Ayers with it. He made a 3 on the previous trip down, but this time he'll turn it over with a travel call.
Jonte is a you never have to question effort with him. You watch him defensively. I mean, he plays so hard.
There's a cross pass across the top of that defense. Gives it to Taylor. Shot the 3, did not go down. A fight for the rebound. Nashville will keep the basketball underneath its own bucket as Cortez Cooper prepares to inbound the ball. So Cooper looking.
Shelley.
They'll get it to nice play right there. A little bounce pass in the paint there, and Staggers able to finish. Staggers with 6 points here in the first, Coach. Good pass from Cortez Cooper. Deep. Another 3 on the way, in and out that time for the Leopards. Nashville with the rebound. They want to push it. Shelley into the front court in a hurry. In the middle, he will glide to the basket. Left end. Layup good.
Good finish. Good drive and transition. Good finish by Shelley.
Nashville out to a 16-3 lead as the Leopards get across the timeline. That'll be Ayers with it. He'll hand it off to Lindley. Lindley will work it right side against Cooper in that matchup zone. Now they'll get it to the corner. Maturino has to get it at the right wing. Back to the top of the key is Ayers with it. Back to the Leopards, Maturino. There's a cutter in the lane. Nice play that time by DeQueen as Connor Shelton finished with a 2-point bucket.
Yeah, really good offensive setup there by DeQueen.
16-5. Bo Bell rises from the left wing.
Bang!
3 on the way. Good by Bell.
When he gets hot out there, you better find a way to keep the ball from Bo Bell because he's going to continue to hit from deep.
Almost a steal by Staggers and Bell on Lindley that time. Leopards get it across the timeline. Another 3 put up right side. Won't go. Rebound by Demetrius Shelley. Shelley with it. He'll bring it up and set the offense for the Nashville Scrappers. He'll work the right wing. Now he'll attack in the paint. Gets it up to Bell. Top of the key. Rises for another shot from 3. In and out. Won't go. Shelley with a rebound. Put back up. Whistle called. Foul on the floor.
Yeah, they're going to call a foul on Jake Martin, I believe, here. That'll be his first.
Yeah, that'll be on Martin. So Nashville have it underneath their own bucket. They'll get it out front to Taylor, and he'll lose it out of bounds.
Just a careless inbound there. Just a mistake made. Obviously, we wish we could get that one back, but got to move on. Play good defense here. Force a turnover.
So into the game now for the Leopards. Look here, I don't have that guy in my book. He didn't play last time. He did the starting lineups from the last time. And that's coming into the game is going to be Keegan McCoy. Shot put up from the right side, no good. Run down on a long rebound by Staggers. He'll give it up to Taylor. So Nashville gets to the high block, over to Staggers on the baseline. 2 points good for Jalen Staggers. Coach, he's got 8 here in this first
he's so
8 minutes.
He's so smooth and accurate with his short game and just being able to pull up. Just a beautiful shot, good form, technique, and finds ways to score points.
So there's a shot by McCoy. Now Nashville on the run out, a little bit too much to Staggers. He'll throw it right back to Shelley, over to Bell. Bell goes baseline, off the glass, won't go. Rebound, put back up and in by Demetrius Shelley.
You know, good easy layup right there. Bo wishes he could get that one back, but good effort by Demetrius of being able to be there to make up for it and get the offensive rebound and score.
Shelton with the basketball, gives it up to Lindley. Long three from the top of the key, nothing but the bottom of the net. Nice looking shot that time by Lindley. 23-8, Nashville lead. Jonte Taylor, 10-foot right side, shot up and good.
Good shot by Jonte there.
Taylor has 6. Nashville increases that lead to 25-8. 42 seconds to play in the opening first period. Lindley will drive through the lane. Little runner for 2 points for Lindley. So he has 5 in the last 2 possessions. Back comes Shelley attacking. Turnaround jumper in the paint. Good by Demetrius Shelley.
Good response there on the offensive end, being able to drive down and score by Shelley.
So Lindley will walk it across the timeline with 19 seconds to play. The shot clock is off here in the opening first period. DeQueen down 27-10 to Nashville. Lindley with it, waits for a screen on the right side. Nashville right there to try to pick it up, try to run a little pick and roll, and they'll throw it out of bounds with 4.1 seconds here, Coach.
Yeah, good job of communication there between Demetrius and Cortez on that switch, which led to a bad pass of not being able to get it in.
There's a shot put by Staggers at the buzzer. It won't go, but the Nashville Scrappers will take a 27-10 lead here in the opening period from Scrapper Arena. Little 7-4A basketball on Tuesday. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back for period number 2. Come back and join us, folks. Nichols along with Coach Brad Cheshire bringing you the boys contest. Girls won the first one, Coach, and Nashville up 17 to start this second period.
Really good first period. Like to see us build on what we did there.
So Leopards will have it first. They'll work it on the offensive end. They'll try to drive. In the game is Xavion Vaughn. Coach, I like that kid coming in, maybe the 6th man off the bench.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, you know, we got to point out Blake Moody
that's right.
entered the game. And one thing, obviously Demetrius draws a foul there, but, Blake, he's a very physical sophomore who doesn't get pushed around, who's not scared to get in the paint and battle. But back to your statement, Xavion is an athlete, a junior, really good player that continues to improve every week.
Shelley up the line after they knocked him to the floor there for a made basket at that free throw line. Shelley with 7 points so far on the night. Next one on the way, good again by Shelley. 29-10, 19-point lead for the Nashville Scrappers here before half. 7:35 to play. DeQueen with it. on the offensive end. They'll kick it left side. That's going to be Ayers. He'll drive inside the paint, and he's going to draw the whistle. And let's see who they get on that one, Coach. Got to go against Bond. That'll be his first. Coach, that's a kid that came into school late. I think he'll be a football player for you maybe next year.
Yeah, came into school late, and he's one that has approached me about wanting to play football as soon as basketball is over. So we'll be excited to have him. Graduated with his mama, which makes me feel old. Like I'm getting to that point to where I'm coaching kids of people that I went to school with.
It only gets worse.
But he's going to be a good one.
Bo Bell left side on the wing. That's a goal for 3. That's a nice-looking shot. That's on the follow-through everything there by Bo Bell.
And wasn't just a wide-open look.
No.
I mean, he forced that one in there and found the bottom of the net.
So Lindley with it. Nashville trying to turn up that defense. Moody almost flashes with a steal. Every time I say Moody's name, all I can see is a linebacker, Coach.
That's exactly right. And Blake's one of those. He's a sophomore and didn't get to play just a whole lot last year in football. But look forward to hearing his name a lot this fall.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a dandy out there. He was our punter. You talked about it in the football banquet last Saturday night. Did a great job for us on those special teams. Taylor with it out to Bo Bell. Nashville works it down low to Moody. Gives it right back to Taylor. Step back 3 by Jonte Taylor. Good.
A lot of energy right now on the scrapper end.
35-10. Nashville leads. 6:25 to play before half. Lindley with it for the Leopards. Kicks it to the left side. That's Shelton with it. Now he'll get it right back. He'll drive, and there will be a whistle in the foul, kind of a late whistle.
Yeah, I don't know who that's going against. But I think it's scrapper basketball.
Yeah, I think that's an offensive foul maybe, or maybe a travel.
But it's going to be scrapper basketball. I don't know exactly what happened, but it looks like we've got a timeout on the floor.
Yeah, it looks like a timeout as Coach Worthen's going to bring in a couple of new players. We'll take a break with them. Nashville up 35-12. You're listening to it here on 99.5 and the Sprout Media Network on the YouTube channel. Come back and join us.
Soph.
Doing good?
Yeah. Big dog.
All right, we're back here from Scrapper Arenas, little 7-4A basketball on a warmer Tuesday night. Coach, last week was just no fun for me.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Now I know you caught fish.
Well, me and my best buddy DJ Graham, we sacrificed a lot to go catch some crappie last week with slick boat ramps, but we got the job done.
That's scary. Nashville gets it inside of Moody. Moody with the big body puts it up, no good. But Shelley there to clean it up with a putback and 2 points.
And, folks, I'll say this. If you're looking for a prime-time crappie fishing guide, you need to give DJ Graham a call.
Well, Lord, he should. I mean, I think he does that more than he does anything else. Step back for
there it is.
Your man staggers from about 12, Coach. That's a pretty shot on the jumper.
It's beautiful. I mean, his short game is immaculate. Just beautiful. Great shot by Jalen.
Back on the Leopards. They'll put it up from the left side. Won't go. Shelley has it, and he pushes it up that sideline in front of that DeQueen bench. He'll rise from 3. Lets it go. Shot won't go. Rebound by the Leopards, McCoy. Back comes Lindley across the Scrapper star at half court. He'll kick it left side as it goes to Shelton. Shelton now to McCoy as Lindley goes to that right wing. He's got it, drives, pulls up, 15-foot jumper. Good by Lindley. That's a good-looking shot.
Yeah, it is. And I don't want to see us become, like you said earlier, complacent with where we are. I want to see us continue to drive and play extremely hard and not try to do things that we're not normally good at doing, and if that makes any sense at all. But there's
a shot put up by Austin Finley, who has checked into the contest. And I think we went over one of the Leopards' back. That'll be a foul against Nashville. Haven't seen who it goes against yet.
You know, senior Austin Finley that comes in, you know, and gives us good quality minutes, a kid that just continues to play hard, selfless basketball player. Proud of Austin Finley for how he plays.
Lindley with a three out front again, in and out. Boy, that was down in the cylinder, rolled out. As Staggers has the rebound, gives it up to Shelley. Shelley attacking in the paint. Now he's going to be fouled going inside the middle of 3 Leopards.
One thing Shelley's going to do is you can guarantee Shelley's going to go in and drive the basketball, and he's going to draw a foul, and does a good job of getting physical in the paint, and is able to draw a lot of fouls.
So Moody and Xavion Vaughn will set. Coming back into the contest will be Taylor and Bell. Bo Bell with it, gives it up to Taylor, now over to Finley from that corner. Shot on the way by Finley, no good. Boy, Staggers took a hard lick, but he gets right back up. Finley drives, tries to dish to Staggers, over to Taylor. Taylor right inside the three-point line. Shot won't go. Fight for the rebound. And it's knocked up in the air, and who comes down with it? Staggers. Back to Shelley. Shelley pulls from way outside. Good for the 3.
Deep 3 right there by Demetrius.
Nashville's increased this lead to 42-14. 3:48 to play before half. Leopards has it on the right wing. They'll work it there as Shelley really comes out and gets after him defensively. They'll give it up to McCoy at the top of the key. Back to the right side, it goes to Ayers, who's knocked down a 3 over there. Now to Maturino. He kills his dribble, needs some help. Gives it up to Lindley. Lindley pulls up, top of the key. 3 on the way, good.
Boy, Lindley is a really good basketball player with a really good shot, Coach.
Yeah, 17 of those points, 10 of them comes from Lindley. Shelley with it now on the offensive end. He'll pull it back. Now he shoots the basketball, and again he's on, Coach. He knocks down another deep 3.
I was just about to say, pre-shot, that he's starting to feel himself from beyond the arc.
45-17, 2:59 to go. Nashville lead here in this 7-4A contest. Leopards with it. They'll shoot it from the left side corner. Won't go, and there's the put back up and in.
I'm not sure how we didn't get an over-the-back call there. You know, I don't remember who that was that went over the back of Austin Finley trying to rebound.
Yeah, I think that was Stagger. They're going to get Staggers with the foul there on Maturino. He's got a chance for the old-fashioned 3. He scores the bucket, and we foul him in 1, so he's at the line.
And that'll be Jalen's first.
Yeah. Shot on the way by Maturino is good. 45-20, Nashville lead, 2:45 to play here before halftime on a Tuesday night of basketball from Scrapper Arena. Folks, if you haven't been in here, you need to come. You need to come to a game, Coach. You need to come to a high school contest, and boy, these kids love to see these seats filled up.
They do, and yeah, I'll tell you what, we get a lot of support for our boys and girls basketball teams. What a shot. Demetrius Shelley is now 3 in a row.
Yes, sir.
From beyond the arc with a, I don't know what they called there, scrap of basketball, though.
I think they just bounced it on, trying to inbound it. They was going to let it go off somebody's foot.
Timeout on the floor by DeQueen.
All right, so a timeout called. You heard it from Coach Chester himself. Nashville up 48-20, 2:31 to go. We'll take a break. We'll be back here at Scrapper Arena. It's getting ready to go into halftime.
And Shelley has counted for 9 of I think the last 9 points possibly,
yes,
but
all 3.
He is on fire, and here's Shelley with the inbound.
He'll get it to Bo Bell. Bell with it. He'll drive baseline. He'll turn around. Jumper from about 15. Won't fall. Rebound by the Leopards as they'll bring it down with Jake Martin. Up ahead, the ball will go to Shelton. He'll shoot it left side. Won't go. Demetrius Shelley skies for it. Has it knocked out of his hands. And with 2:14 to play before half, it will belong to the Lepers. They say it stayed off the hands of Shelley. So DeQueen will inbound the basketball. Lindley with it. Out front, he'll give the ball up to Shelton. Now back to Lindley on the right wing. He'll shoot a long three. It won't go. Fight for the rebound. Lepers come in and clean it up with Nolan Ayers with 2 points. Back comes Demetrius Shelley. Throws it over to Bell at the top of the key. Bell now gets it down low to Moody. Moody right back out to Bell. Bell top the key. Lets the foul go. And one. We'll have a chance for a 4-point play here, Coach.
Again, another tough look for Bo Bell. Just good defense by DeQueen, but gets it to fall, draws the foul, looking for a 4-point shot here.
So Bell hits the three. I have one shot coming. He has a chance for 4 points here on one possession. So Shelley's going to switch places with Cortez Cooper. Cooper will go to the backcourt along with Jonte Taylor with Bell at the line. Bo Bell lets it go. Good. A 4-point play made by Bell.
Scrappers up 30.
1:47 to play here before halftime as the Leopards will break the timeline. That's going to be Nolan Ayers with it. Kicks it left side. As Nashville really covering those cutters in that paint up there defensively, Coach. So they're still playing good defense out there for Coach Aaron Worthing and Tyler Clift. DeQueen having a hard time. They try to go down inside. Ball batted away. And Scrappers come away with it. Cortez Cooper up ahead to Taylor. Over to Bo Bell. Pulls up from 10 feet. Jumper good.
Really good defense on the other end by the Scrap, which led to a good bucket in transition. But like you said a while ago, max effort right here by the Scrappers. Coach Worthing and Coach Cliff done a really good job of coaching these kids and getting the most out of them, and it shows out here on the court.
Under a minute to play. Nashville up 54-22 here from Scrapper Arena. Leopards trying to go inside. They'll get it inside off the glass. Good that time by the Leopards. And into the game is Gabe Cotton for his first 2 points. So Cotton with the basket. Now they'll knock Shelley to the floor on the opposite end.
Again, Shelley drives and forces a foul there. I mean, just
but that'll send him to the line. He's had a good first half, has Shelley and Bo Bell. So has Staggers. A lot of Scrappers in the book with some points here tonight, folks. Nashville breaking that 50 mark with 54. Shelley can make it 55 on a made basket, and he will do it.
how many does Shelley have, Coach?
Yeah, let's see if I can add, Coach Cheshire.
16?
20.
20.
Good put back by Moody. Shelley missed the shot on the free throw. Moody puts it right back up and in.
Great job by Blake Moody.
Well, just, that's what you want out of those types of kids. Just mixes it up, gets a point here or two. That's the kind of players you got to have out there to go with some of your other higher scores. Shot put up by the Lepers will go down right here by Connor Shelton for a three.
He had a really good look there.
There's Shelley top of key. That's too short off the front of the iron. And Lepers, will they get it away? Now they'll turn it over at, as the clock says, 0. Nashville will take a 57-27 lead here at halftime. They'll have a 30-point lead going into the third period as another 7-4A contest game getting ready to go down in the books, Coach. We got to go to Magnolia. We've got to go to Arkadelphia. I believe that's right. Is that the last two we have left? I think that's right.
Yeah.
After tonight.
We go to Hope.
Got to Hope Friday.
Go to Hope Friday.
Got to go to Hope. Magnolia and Arkadelphia is our three remaining games. I got Camden Fairview coming to us. So actually 4 games. So there's a few more games left to go. We're going to take a break here at halftime. Nashville up 30, 57-27, and we'll be back for the second half.
Yeah, no. I'm going to tilt it. I took them off. Okay. Oh, they're not flipping. Nobody's moving. Oh, no, nobody whipped it. Oh, yeah, nobody whipped it. Oh, this has plenty of battery. I'm about to tell.
I think. Well, how about the halftime show? We had a guy from DeQueen over there, coach, a little boots on the ground, a little slide to the left. He was getting down over now.
I wasn't paying attention.
You weren't paying attention to that?
No.
Good video camera used here by the Scrap Media team.
Yeah.
On the big screen.
Yeah,
up there.
big shout out to our Scrap Media for the work that they put in and they do for our school district.
So Shelley will miss the and one. He'll take 2 points, and Shelley sitting here with 22 points in the contest, Coach Cheshire. As Lindley will have the basketball for the Leopards. He'll work it on the right wing. Now he'll give it up to the top of the key. They'll try to drive inside. Turnaround jumper will not go. Rebound by Bo Bells. It comes up short that time by Jake Martin. Bo Bells to the front court in a hurry. Dribbles off his leg for a minute. Now gets it down inside the stagger. Shot up. Won't go. Try to use the square, but it wouldn't go down. Rebound Leopards. Back comes DeQueen with it. That'll be Shelton with it. Driving. Now kicks it out to Lindley. Lindley a split defenders. Gives it up to Maturino. Shot put up. The air ball as Bo Bell has it.
A little much.
Across the timeline is John T. Taylor over to Bell. Bell now gives it up to Shelley on that left wing. He'll go baseline and uses his body. Shot put up won't go. Gets his own rebound. Put back won't go. Fight for the rebound. Leopards away with it with Jake Martin.
Staggers is he's gonna have to come out. He went down there and rolled his ankle on the defensive end.
Trying to reach down there at that ankle. That ain't a good sign for Coach Worthen. Coach Worthen not happy. Jonte Taylor on the floor. They need to get Staggers out of the contest. And that will be Blake Moody coming in to get him. Hopefully he's going to be okay as Tessa Moody comes to look at him. Coach, you may mention as we had our sports banquet last week, how important is that lady right down there right now?
Very important, and Tessa Moody and Candace and JC just do a tremendous job for our kids.
Well, I tell you, she goes to the game. She was at Camden Fairview last Friday night. Cortez Cooper sprained his ankle. She was right down there to take care of it. But those young ladies, you can see J.C. Martin coming out of the stands also to help out, and that's big time for an athletic program.
It is, and you can tell. I mean, as soon as he sat down, they were there ready to go to work on him, and so they're down there rolling him out right now and stretching him out. And I'm not 100% sure that it's an ankle. I'm going to say now it's a calf cramp. The way that she was rolling his calf and stretched him, I think it was just a cramp, which is a good thing.
That's a good thing. Coach, did you ever drink any pickle juice back in the day, man, when you were playing?
So when I was playing high school ball, Craig Kirchhoff did a lot for us.
That's correct.
And I played offense and defense, never came off the field except for special teams. And every time I came off during the special team, Craig Kirchhoff had a special water bottle. And you can ask him about it, and he'll tell you to this day what was in it. I don't know. But it had
just drank it.
It had tape around this bottle. And everybody on that team knew, don't touch that bottle.
There you go.
Mine.
There you go.
And it helped. I guess it helped.
Think you had a few electrolytes in there maybe and a little concoction made up?
Yeah, I didn't ask. I just drank it. And it seemed like it worked. It seemed like it helped.
Well, that's a great thing. I tell you, Dr. Kirchhoff, boy, for so many years helped us, and he was here last night to watch the junior high game. Another guy, yeah, he's here tonight.
Yeah, he's here tonight.
And another guy that just another one of our folks that just helps out this program. A missed shot by Shelley underneath the bucket.
Yeah, he went up for a layup, tried to draw contact on the foul, and then just kind of threw off his shot on the layup and hit the rim, came straight out.
63-27, 5:14 here to go in the third quarter as Lindley brings it up. He'll get it down to Maturino, and the big tall guy puts it off the glass good.
It's a really good pass. Got Blake Moody off his feet off the floor. He was able to give him a pump and then go up for the layup.
Cortez Cooper with the body bangs it inside. Now Moody inside the paint goes up over Maturino. Shot won't fall. Rebound Leopards. Lindley across the timeline. He'll work it up the right side. Now moves it back top of the key. Lets the three go. Good by Lindley. Leopards kind of coming out like these girls and getting after us a little bit here, Coach. Long three put up by Shelley won't go. Moody there to get the rebound. Now he'll throw it up. They'll foul him and send him to the line.
again, it's really hard. One thing that I always tell my players is I need to see I want to see what your response is when things are going good. It's easy to respond when things are bad. And obviously for some it's still difficult, but it's so hard to continue to be good when things are going well.
That's right.
And that's what I always try to first shot goes in for Moody. That's one thing that I always stress to my players is just respond to not only bad situations, but also respond to good situations. How can I make this good situation even better?
Coach, I was an old coach, and you've been coaching for a long time as well, and people, may not understand a lot of what you just talked about, but you're dealing with a 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old kid, and a lot of times, sometimes that's just a hard thing. It'd be a hard thing to do for a guy that's 60, much less, 15, 16 years old.
Sure. Well, when things are going well and we're up 65-32, it's easy to get comfortable,
right.
And it's easy just to let up, and your effort and your energy isn't what a pass.
Cortez Cooper.
Very good drive off of a defensive turnover there, and very good pass and drive and transition to score.
Yeah, Cooper over to Taylor and laid it up and in. Coach, you don't draw it up much prettier than that.
But we just got to keep, like I said, we just got to keep the energy and the effort even when things are going really well.
And there's a foul that Shelley will pick up, as going to the baseline was Jake Martin for the Leopards, and Shelley will draw the foul. That's saying his first. I thought he had one back in but he does not.
One of the hardest things on, these 15, 16, 17-year-old kids is being able to find ways to improve even when you're up 67-32. At this point, it's not about DeQueen, it's about us.
Right.
And it's about improving as a basketball team with our offensive sets, our defensive sets, as we continue to prepare for the regional tournament.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's what Coach Clift and Coach Worthing, along with John Martin. John Martin comes up here. He's our junior high coach, does a great job, I know, with football down there for you. And then comes up, he's the junior high basketball coach, comes up and gets on this bench for the senior high team. He just wants to see everybody do well. And but that's what those three guys want to see, is us get better with this big league. Well,
and I'm not around Coach Worthing during the day as much, but Coach Clift, I'm around him quite a bit, and when it's basketball season, you'll find him in the football coaching office, and he's working basketball. He's constantly watching film, trying to help put our kids in the best situation to be successful.
Well, there's an inbound pass to John Matramino for 2 points for the Lepers. Now Xavion Vaughn in the game. He'll kick it right side to Taylor, right back to him. And Moody inside the paint. They get it to him. Shot put up. Won't fall for Moody, but he had a good look at it right there.
Very good ball movement. We just didn't finish.
Back on the Leopards. Long three launched by DeQueen. Won't go. Rebound by Taylor. Taylor with it up the sideline. He'll go in front of the scrapper bench. Kicks it over to Vaughn. Vaughn, top of the key, looking inside for Moody as Staggers roams the baseline. They'll move that basketball into Moody. Moody with it, kicks it right back out to Bo Bell. He'll set his feet, shoots a three. Good, Bo Bell. Bo Bell was 17 points tonight for the Nashville Scrappers. There's a shot missed by the Lepers as Staggers cleans up the board. Back comes Bell the other way. Little jump stop, and they'll foul him and knock him to the floor and send him to the line.
I'll tell you one thing about John Matarino from DeQueen is the sportsmanship that he shows, throughout this game. Plays extremely hard,
yes, he
but
does.
You can see, when a scrapper's on the floor, he's there helping him up. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, sir.
And,
no, sir.
Plays the game the right way. Now you can see Shelley, he's on the side cramping. So I don't know if Coach Worthing didn't give the pickle juice, before the game today or what, but you can tell that we've got a little cramp.
Well, we may have to go see Dr. Kirchhoff for a special bottle again.
That's exact. No, those days are over.
My man says he's not going to let nobody else do it.
No.
Come on now, Coach.
The bottle with the special athletic tape is gone. We're not bringing that back.
Oh, boy. All right, 72-34, and there's still 2:38 to play here in the third period. Nashville on top has this one pretty well in hand, trying to go 2-0 against the Leopards in The double round robin. Austin Finley in the game now for the Scrappers. And there's a travel call. You can't move that much.
I want to point something out right there. I'm sitting there watching our bench, and Coach Worthen's up on the side coaching our team. But you see Coach Clift, he was up a while ago coaching a couple of our players on the bench at that time, trying to help them improve. Our coaches coach extremely hard, do a tremendous job.
No doubt. Nice pass by Vaughn to Staggers, and the ball will be knocked out of bounds and belong to the Scrappers. But a nice pass going to Jalen Staggers right there on that baseline by Xavier Vaughn. Vaughn to inbound, gets it to Bell, over to Shelley. Wide open from three, top of the key. Shot won't fall. Rebound by Macherino and the DeQueen Leopards.
Wide open look there by Demetrius, just couldn't finish.
There's a nice pass inside the paint, and we'll block it with Staggers. They got it to McCoy, but Staggers swatted it away. Back comes Bo Bell. Jump stop in the lane, gives it up right side, stolen away by Lindley and the Leopards. Leopards want to run with Lindley. Up ahead, lays it off the glass, good. Does it to the Queen Leopards, Connor Shelton.
Can't get lazy here. Those last two drives, I thought we just didn't look the same as we had all night. And I'd like to see us go just a little harder and be more effective than we were in those two drives.
Almost throwing it away as it goes off the hands of Finley. As Bell will retrieve it, give it to Shelley at the top of the key. Shelley drives left side. Through two defenders as he tries to lay it up, and they'll foul him. 1:18 to go in the third period. Nashville on top, big in this one, 72-36. Well, Coach, we go to Hope Friday night to try to take on those Bobcats down there at Hope High School. Always a tough place to play down there. You got the old, they've done a lot of work to the old gym, but you still have the stands that are kind of up above everybody down there.
Yeah, it's always neat, to see and be in those type of gyms, and just the atmosphere, of it all is neat.
Shelley's shot on the way, good. He'll knock down one out of two. And Lindley will bring it up with 1:14 to play here in the third. Nashville up big in this contest.
Jonte's defensive effort here on Lindley.
Trying to turn it up a little bit defensively are the Scrappers, making it hard to get those passing lanes open for DeQueen. Lindley with it, gets it to inside to McCoy. He'll drive right side, 2 points good by McCoy.
Lindley has really good vision when moving the basketball.
Xavier Vaughn puts up a three left side, won't go. Now they'll kick it out to Shelley, top of the key, too short. Run down by Taylor. Taylor with it on the left wing. Nashville has a third attempt at it. Over to Vaughn, now to Finley. Finley sets his feet, lets the three go. Too much off the back of the rim. It knocked out of bounds to Queen, and Nashville's going to get a fourth attempt at it right here with the shot clock off.
Had a few good looks there. We just couldn't get him to fall. But really hoping that one by Finley would drop. I really wanted to see him be able to get a good shot there.
So Vaughn's going to inbound the basketball. As Benny Esther, one of the officials, having to pick up something and throw back in the stands. Might have been a piece of trash or something. Now we're ready for play. So Vaughn to get it out front to Bell. Bell over to Shelley, top of the key. 30 seconds to play here in the third. Nashville up big, 74-38. Shelley a hold for one. Now they'll get the offense started with 20 seconds to play as he still dribbles a little bit out front, still waiting. Just dribbling the basketball down to 13. Let's see when he wants to put it in motion, Coach. Right at 10 seconds. Over to Finley. Shoots the three from the corner. Good. There's your answer.
There it is. Good job, Austin Finley. 2 seconds left. D up here. Deep shot in half court.
Oh, he made it. A heck of a shot by Lindley in half court as Jonte Taylor gives him the high five going off, but Lindley rung it up.
And that's one of those shots that, our bench is over there smiling. They're happy for the kid.
Yeah.
Anytime you see that, that's just like, these dudes are in elementary school and recess, and they're heaving up prayers, and our side of the arena went crazy for Lindley.
Yes, sir. That's a great shot by Lindley right there straddling that half-court line, let it fly, and it was nothing but all cylinder net. All right, folks, we're going to take a break for the final 8 minutes coming up. It will be the sportsmanship rule in effect. Nashville up 77-41. We'll be back.
What a shot.
Heck of a shot. Back for the final 8 minutes, and folks, it won't take long. The sportsmanship rule will be in effect. The clock will not stop, and Coach Worthen's put in a whole different 5 out there.
Yeah, you got Skylar Ramshire that's entered the game, Kamari Kennedy that has entered the game, and you still got Moody. You still got Xavion Vaughn. You still got Finley out there, but starting to get some young kids on the floor, get them some reps, continue to improve and get better.
3-point made by Macherino and make it 77-44. That clock continues to roll as Austin Finley sets it up on the left wing, and he'll kick it right side to Vaughn. Vaughn way across court as he goes to Canada. He'll shoot the 3 outside. Won't go. Fight for the rebound. As Ramshire mixing it up inside along with Moody, and it's a fight for it on the floor. Goes out of bounds. And let's see who the ball belongs to. Stay on the Nashville end, I do believe.
Yeah, it's Scrapper basketball.
Coach, I'll tell you, it's been a good night as this clock's really going to wind down for the Nashville Scrappers. Coach Aaron Worthen's group comes in with a 14-2 record. They'll go to 15-2 as they'll get Canada with a travel call.
Yeah, it's been a good night for both groups. Our Scrapperettes and our Scrappers getting big wins tonight versus DeQueen.
So DeQueen with the basketball as they'll work it around that perimeter. Natramino with it. He'll give the ball up to Ayers. Ayers now needs a little help. They'll go inside as there'll be a whistle in the fouls. They go inside to Cotton for the Leopards.
Foul's going to be on Xavion Vaughn.
So Cotton will go to the free throw line. He has 2 points in the game so far tonight for DeQueen. Shot on the way by Cotton, no good on the first. Well, Coach, we're going to look up, and we're going to be playing basketball, baseball, softball, soccer, running track all at the same time.
Yeah, and another thing for all of our folks out there, all of our listeners, we going to be exciting too soon. When we get late spring, we'll be hosting the
yes, sir,
baseball and softball state tournaments. Which will be really good for our community.
Good for our community, good for our businesses downtown, good for our eating establishments. So we look forward to that. And the Nashville community has always supported that every time we've had it. We've had it quite a few times here at Nashville, and we just need everybody to come out for that.
Yeah, and, you can always count on our baseball and softball teams being very competitive with, Coach Bimmer Brown with that softball group and Coach Zach Stewart with the baseball team. I know that they both feel good about their teams that they have this year, and so hopefully we're able to support our 2 teams in the state tournament here at home.
That's exactly right. We'll look up. We'll hopefully still be in the state tournament, and we'll start with the Ralph Gross tournament on the baseball end, and then it seems like it just continues to go. And you look up, and that state tournament time is here. Ramshire with a steal to the other way. They'll knock him into the support system with a foul.
In the Ralph Gross tournament, it's not – you're looking at about 4 weeks, and we're playing baseball.
Yes, sir.
And, there's a lot of folks playing baseball in the month of February. The Arkansas Razorbacks with Dave Van Horn,
yep,
they start in not this weekend but next.
Globe Life Field.
Yep, in Fort Worth or Arlington, wherever that is. And so exciting times if you're a baseball fan.
Well, you look for the weather. Everybody thinks March is springtime. It's still cold in March, Coach.
It is. It is.
So Ramshire will make his first free throw. Next one on the way. Rose around high, won't go, and they're going to get Moody over the back that time of the Leopards. So DeQueen will have the basketball with 3:30 and counting here in the fourth period. Nashville up big, 78-45, as Coach Aaron Worthen has set his starters for the remainder of the night. DeQueen will bring the basketball up. A lot of new players in there for the Leopards. You have to help me out over there, Coach. Savion Vaughn with it on the left wing for Nashville. Kicks it right side. Long three put up by Finley. Won't go. Fight for the rebound. Leopards have it.
Rebound by number 33, Ben Cervantes.
There you go.
Number 4 for DeQueen. That's in with the ball is Derek Tolland.
You know, that's good for these kids to get in and play some time for the Leopards. Get them some air time, get them some live stream time. Shot put up right side. That's a good-looking shot.
Yep, Landon Wise for DeQueen with a 3.
Nice shot that time by the Leopards. Austin Finley with it for the Scrappers on that right side, looking to go across to Vaughn, top of the key. He'll get it down low. Ramshire turns, makes the shot up, but it won't go down. Now almost a steal by Vaughn. Instead, they'll get him with the foul. That clock continues to roll. It's going to be over here pretty quick, Coach Cheshire. I really appreciate you coming on and helping me tonight, and you're always welcome anytime. As there's a lot of games coming up. I know you got your wife and your kids here, and a lot of times that's some time you need to spend with them, but I do appreciate you coming on.
Well, anytime you get the opportunity to talk Scrapper athletics and talk about our kids, I enjoy doing so.
Nashville with the basketball with 1:43 to play, and they're going to get Canada with a travel that time, as the Leopards going to send in a whole new 5.
Say this, Coach Lindley does have good numbers on his basketball team. Has quite a few kids.
So the Leopards are bringing it across the timeline with 1:18 to play. Nashville leading 78-48. This one kind of got away from the Leopards early back in the start of the game. Scrapper's able to put up 27 points in the first period alone.
Finley's going to shoot the three-pointer.
Not afraid.
He is going to pull up and shoot the three-pointer.
that one goes out of bounds off the carom. Under a minute to play. Coach Cheshire, we got basketball here tomorrow, and I got a makeup game here at 5 o'clock with Camden Fairview in the junior high game. That's a big game for Coach John Martin and his junior high boys. The only defeat they've had in conference play has come to the Fairview Cardinals.
Yeah, and to our listeners out there, you know, our junior high girls, very fun to watch.
You bet.
A lot of good athletes.
They're undefeated in conference play, Coach.
And Coach Dean's got a bright future with those kids coming up. But Coach, Coach Martin with the boys, very athletic group of kids that are real fun to watch.
Both these teams, so if you get a chance to come out, I know it's on a Wednesday. We got to get the game made up. That's the only time that was available because Camden actually had more games than that to make up because of the weather. As these clock goes to 0, Nashville's going to win this thing going away 80-48 over the DeQueen Leopards. But basketball here tomorrow night.